Alright, folks, welcome back. I wanted to take a few minutes to detail our recovery here from the Macedonian War, and we'll see. This may end up being a pretty short video, like 15 minutes, something like that. Because if nothing interesting happens for a bit, then I'll just go ahead and, like if I'm just preparing an army and not doing anything on the campaign map, you guys don't need to see that, just kind of wasting your time while I'm burning turns. I value your time. But let's at least take a couple turns here to sort of think about what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on with the Knossos fleet over here. I'm guessing Athens, kicked their ass. Also, I'm guessing Athens might be sending an invasion force over to Knossos, but they surely can't win with one army of transports. They need at least two. But if Athens weakens itself enough, I mean, they may be ripe for a conquest, Athens still thinks it's much more powerful than we are, which is not accurate. That reminds me, next turn we should be able to start getting trade again. Actually, this turn. Hey, there we go. So yeah, let's start looking at trade. Which, by the way, if I neglected to explain that last time, that is because we moved our capital to Pella. The reason, it's an odd game mechanic that causes this, but the way trade works in Rome 2, so we're Sparta here, we can only trade through people that we can connect to on land or at sea directly. So even though there's this bridge crossing here, that doesn't count. So in other words, we could only trade with Athens directly, which is why it's such an immediate decision whether or not we have to go take Athens at the beginning of the game. Definitely a fairly powerful move. I had a couple people comment, hey, I should either confederate or take Athens at the beginning. But, I'm just kind of playing with this playstyle, so, I mean, I could have done that, definitely. Either way, we can only trade directly with Athens, and even though we're trading with Athens, you can't, use Athens' trade port. That's not how it works, so... Luckily, it was recently added to the game that you can change your capital, pay 5,000 bucks, and now we can trade. So that wasn't in the game up until a few months ago, I think.
Pharaoh, the light of his people, bids me welcome you.
Ooh.
And listen
Oh yeah.
and respect.
Oh baby. Oh yeah.
I must accept inglorious Pharaoh's name, for we can.
Let's see, Odrysians.
Now
Nope.
speak plain.
Not a whole lot of people are going to want to trade with us because all we really produce is marble and olive oil.
Strike us all dumb if we speak anything but.
Most people aren't a huge fan of me either.
Welcome.
Wow, not even Epirus, huh? Lydia?
Enter, friend.
No? These guys?
Greetings to you.
No?
I trust.
They don't like me. I think there's a pretty high chance that we'll end up having to pacify the northern Thracian and Celt tribes up here. I don't remember if both of these are Celtic, if all these are Celtic. I know the Odrysians are going to be Thracian primarily. But I think some of the tribes up north of here ended up being Celtic, right? I don't know. My area of expertise pretty much falls into Bronze Age Greece, And then Greece during its glory days, and then some of the Roman Republic. So, that's pretty much what I focus on, and then military history after that, not so much cultural history. A lot of you guys, some of you guys watching know a lot more about history than I do, and that's fine. As far as our army goes, I'm going to keep these mercenary cav. I guess I'll keep this mercenary hoplite for now. What's our populace look like in Thrace anyway? Or in Pella? Pretty good. Yeah, we could afford to take a few more Spartan hoplites out here, if we so wished. Definitely we could reform into mostly Perioikoi hoplites. I'm actually not going to recruit for a turn, I think. Yeah, let's build up to at least 10,000 bucks in our treasury before we start dealing with that. What are we looking at for public order? Okay, so next turn our public order will be reasonable again. That's awesome. I think Arius's time as an active fighter might be over soon. I might have someone else take up the helm and have him just manage the country from Pella. Get that extra public order boost. Although I will miss some of his abilities. He's pretty tough as is. This is all the basic stuff he needs to be an effective commander. Really just movement. He doesn't have a great, like, default trait here. Judgment? Whatever. But yeah, I think we'll have someone else take up the helm. We'll do that next turn, though. We're going to lose -4 this turn. Is Sparta being taxed? Sparta is being taxed. You're talking about -7 in one turn? Maybe. Yeah, they won't quite get up to -80 happiness, although... See, Sparta's unhappiness is becoming a problem. This is a little ridiculous. It is mostly due to slaves. Oh. So even with Sparta's reduced unhappiness from the slaves, we've taken so many slaves now that we are being chastised by the game. That's okay. It happens. Well, I've already spent 6 minutes yabbering without actually doing anything. That also happens. Carthage taking a long turn there. That's interesting. I bet some stuff is going down in Sicily. I'm really shocked. Oh.
My people are proud, as are yours. But pride does not stop a man having friends.
You guys can't see the look of confusion that is across my face right now. Oh, that's why they want a military alliance. Look at how many wars they're in. Good lord. No. If you want trade, we can do trade, but I can't trade with them, apparently. Really? Why? Nope. I really do not want to do anything with them. They're at war with so many people. Pretty much everyone must hate them. It's just this section of Turkey versus everyone all the way back here. This whole section. Good luck, Pergamon. It sucks because I usually do historically end up allying with Pergamon. They tend to be pretty useful. Due to their position, they can usually send up some armies to help, even in Thrace. My last campaign, they helped me conquer Thrace. But I would not like to piss everybody off in the east. Thanks. Usually I end up making really good friends with the Ptolemies, and the Ptolemies tend to have a large empire. I'm not sure if they will this campaign, but when they do, they end up being a really nice buffer for the Middle East. Because I tend to expand west into Italy, and then south into Sicily, then south further into Carthage, kind of consolidate that whole area of the Mediterranean. And then beyond that, I don't know. Depends on how I feel. No longer protected from secession, unseasonal condition, harsh winter, that sucks. Faction destroyed. Yeah, they're outraged. Rah. They're so angry.
Ready for battle.
Alright, that's 10,000 bucks built up. Let us see if we can raise someone new. Eurypontids, noble families. Eurypontids. Come on. I mean, we have these females, but you can't actually recruit them. Well, what we could do here. We can have this lady, who was brought into our house by a random event. We can have her seek a spouse. There we go. Now, she has a husband named Perseus. And he's got some authority, cunning, and zeal. Okay, he's just excellent. And what we can do then is take Arius here and adopt Perseus. Perseus is now a member of our family. Here he is, and he should be recruitable as a general now. Let's take a look at his traits. To loyalty from the Aegeid dynasty. Well, we are the Aegeid, so that doesn't help. Armor. Well, what I'll do then is I'll go ahead and take off Arius's traits, his ancillaries. What's this one? Authority, gravitas. Yeah, okay. Because I want that extra map movement range. There we go. And now if I go back, I should be able to give some of these to him. Yep. Extra map movement range, extra map movement range. Extra authority. And now if I look, there he is. That's not him. Excuse me. He just looks, they're just identical twin brothers, okay? Don't worry about it. Let's raise an army. Actually,
At your command.
I would rather use this army.
battle.
Oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Some of the army management is a little weird. I would like to delete this army without removing, actually, all of the troops. I think the only way I can do that is remove all the troops into a separate army, and then delete Arius himself. Okay. But I don't want to put them into his army, because his army has to be the old one. Okay. You'll see what I mean in a second. Who has the least support? Noble families. Let's recruit that Leonidas guy. There he is. This doesn't cost me anything, fortunately. Okay. You. Now you go over here. Give him the troops. There you go. And the hero can leave too. And now, go home. And now, I can recruit you, Perseus, reinstate the legacy of Inyo's destroyers. I'll rename these. Perseus destroyers. We'll keep the octopus. I like that octopus. Next turn, you can... Oh, there we go. There. Now we have the proper army with the proper ancillaries. Extra map movement range. Extra map movement range. This is good. So he's almost as effective as Arius was. Move you over to train. We'll just get rid of you. And in a turn, Arius will return home to Pella. And then we can just recruit him again. No biggie.
Commander, make haste, men.
And should we go ahead and start recruiting? I'm thinking so. We're getting plus 10 public order here. Pfft, Sparta just always loses public order. Sparta is the worst. I mean, I guess I really need to conquer Athens or... Oh, Sparta should be growing in a second here. In like 2 turns, and then I can put a happiness building in, so they'll shut the hell up. Getting on my nerves, Sparta. Be pissed. Don't care. I need money. Money. Oh, well. Fine. Keep the growth. Fine. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We need a lot more. I guess we'll wait until we have like 15k to start rebuilding the army. Once Arius is sort of managing the empire from Pella, that should give us like a bonus of 2 public order per turn to all cities. And that'll help a lot. Maybe we can get a nice random event that raises public order, please, game. No plagues. We really have to start thinking about our next conquest. I mean, I'm definitely leaning towards pacifying Thrace. You like how I call conquering pacification? I don't like tangling with Epirus too much, because usually Rome will come take Epirus out. And if you occupy the settlements that Rome wants, you'll go to war with them sooner. In some ways, knocking Rome out early is good, but I don't know if I'm ready for that. Thrace, on the other hand, has 3 different factions right now, spread all across the province. And with those 3 factions, they're going to be divided, and it may be easier to take them. Really? Really? I don't know, it kind of seems like Epirus might be kicking Rome's ass, though. I'm okay with that. I am not complaining. Okay, now let's put Arius back. Where is he? There you are. And sit back in Pella. And oh yeah, that's a bit more public order per turn. I'll take it. 23. Some due to characters. So let's take a look. Yeah. He is a good leader. He adds +3 public order per turn to all provinces. Pretty damn handy. Yeah, I like that. How's our politics? Not bad. Not bad. Getting +7 in Sparta now. Did we get an event? Early spring? That might be an early spring. Let's see. Yeah, events, plus 12. So apparently the people are real happy about an early spring. That makes sense to me. Yeah, okay. Sure. Well, it's an opportunity to get some more taxes in, right? Right. If I let them, will they just grow next turn? Accumulated growth. 50. They need 57 for the next level. Oh, okay. There. That should allow Sparta to grow next turn. Cool. We're getting lots of happiness here. Oh boy. Do I need to start thinking about a military fleet? I'd rather not have to think about this, but I might have to. Ugh. No, we're gonna handle Thrace first, so I'm not gonna worry about this for some time to come. 90 plus 180 wealth. In that case, do I want the harbor? Probably. Is anyone willing to trade with us now?
Greetings, friend.
I really shouldn't trade with these guys. I'm gonna go to a war with them anyway. Epirus? Come on.
Friend and
Nope. I mean, I'm sure I could offer them more money.
Greetings, friend foreigner. Greetings.
Good.
Speak, and
Good.
I will hear your words for Pharaoh.
Ptolemies are
Lord
quite
of the
powerful.
Nile.
Yeah, Lord of the Nile. Give me money to be friends with you. Yeah.
Your sagacity
Aw.
is matched up.
Okay, fine. Military access. Yeah.
O Pharaoh, Lord of the two Egypts, forgive your humble servant for accepting this proposal.
This guy looks like a schmuck. Okay. So yeah, I think those are good decisions. Well, we have about 15k saved up now. Start looking at building out the army again. I am going to get rid of this. I shouldn't have been paying for it this whole time. Honestly, I probably should have removed these Lancers too. There's no real use to pay 300 per turn when you're going to sit around for 6 turns anyway. Oh well, a little late. Oh, we somehow lost our Spartans. There's some weird quirks with the population system sometimes. You guys remember, I looked at this and I had 1,000 earlier. I'm pretty sure it had something to do with deleting Arius, because this happened earlier too. Like, I think in one of my other videos I detailed how I'd been trying to get around a population issue. And it seems to be just like returning Arius home, like, deletes all of his Spartan hoplites. Whatever, we got to keep our Perioikoi, I'm not going to worry too much. We can recruit 4 per turn now. Yeah. That'd give us 7, 8 hoplites. We need at least, like, 10. That should be a good mainline hoplite line. And I'm thinking we'll just get 2 more Skirite, and that should do it for our main army. We're also out of food. Why are we so low on food? Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Fine. There. We're not running out of food now. Sparta will shut up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, we're gonna be going broke again. Well, Macedon is deliriously happy. Let's stop them from being deliriously happy. Let me tax the hell out of them. As is my birthright. There we go. That'll get us up to 7 grand next turn-ish. Give us another buffer. Then we'll probably move up and take Nisos and probably loot it. Meanwhile, I'll probably build like a Helot army. Pretty much just like backup soldiers. Sounds about right to me. Yeah.
My name shall be remembered.
Apparently that champion's name shall be remembered. Yeah, I think Nisos will be the easiest one to take, although maybe I should be heading for Pulpodeva first because it will give me more cash. But it's going to be a harder siege by far, so I should probably just save it. Yeah, we'll go for Nisos. We'll take that. probably loot it just because we're terrible and we can use the money. And then we'll go for Pulpadeva, probably resulting in a rebellion. But that shouldn't be a huge deal. If the Odrysians stay off our backs while we're doing that, they'll be an easy conquest later. Otherwise, it could get sloppy. I think that's the game plan. I'm going to let this turn finish out and handle anything pressing that pops up afterwards, but I'll probably end the video in a sec here and start dealing with that management. And then I'll hit you up next time when things start getting busy again. Oh, okay, so I did all that grunt work and it didn't even matter. Okay, cool. I'm glad. Oh well. What's this? Oh yeah, right. Right, he has a level. Yay, extra map movement range. Please, thanks, gracias. Bump tax rates back down. Tax Sparta. They'll be salty again. Okay, so we're losing food because of this, partially. Okay. Lovely. Yeah, we're just out of food. R.I.P. us. Well, I mean, I could remove this happiness building. I'll just go fishing. It'll take 6 turns, though. Blech. It's okay. This army is more or less still in fighting form. It's not perfect, but it'll function.
Commander?
I can also just recruit a single Skirite in Arius's army, and then do some army merging and merge the troops together. I'll do that. It's kind of pricey, but I would rather have a full army. Whoa, never mind. That's expensive. That's a lot of food. Definitely operating at a shortage. Well, we're gonna operate at a shortage regardless. I guess we'll just operate at a great shortage. Yay. Oh, I can add public order here. Didn't I say I was going to end the video? I will. See you guys next time.